Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Immaculate. I make videos from Lagos, Nigeria. This is a follow-up post to my experience on being a YouTube content creator. As a YouTube content creator, there are so many things that go through my mind, and I try not to get overwhelmed by them. So I take time out. I do my research. I take time out to reflect on myself as a content creator and think of ways to move forward, think of ways I can come out of that headspace that is just say, you know what, just leave it, that headspace of procrastination, because it happens to all of us, no? Good. So uh, I'll be looking into this. So pardon me if I look down. On my list, as a YouTube content creator, I share my content link to friends and family on my WhatsApp, on my other social media platform. This enables you to get more views. This also helps people to see other content that I have put out before on my channel. I also post teasers, just short teasers on my WhatsApp, especially, not so much on my Instagram. Teasers are actually fun. For me, it's so much fun. So if it's something you would like to pick up, please feel free and go ahead to do it. As a YouTube content creator, I ask opinions of family and friends. Like after they've seen my content, right? I ask them, what do you think about this content? And it gives me insight into their own perspective of my content, because as humans, right, you have a relationship with Mr. A and Mr. B. These are two different people. Your experience of them is totally different. So that's how I also see my content that I put out there. So if I ask my husband, I'm like, what do you think of this? He gives me his own opinion, his perception of it. I ask another friend of mine, they do the same thing. It just helps me to prepare for my next content. Okay. And don't be afraid of criticism. Yeah, criticism. Yes. Your biggest critique would be family and friends. These are my biggest critiques. Um, I also I also show someone my content before I edit and upload. This is something I have found very helpful in my content creation, because it helps me see what I missed out or what I mispronounced or where I can get better, which takes me back to the previous thing I had said. I ask opinions of family and friends. You know, they share their opinions with you and they make suggestions as well. So just before I edit my videos, I get to show someone. One thing I have done over the years of being on YouTube, I have not been a very consistent YouTuber. I will not even lie. I think this 2023 is the most consistent I have been, or maybe the second time I am being consistent on YouTube. Consistency is a must. It's good, okay? But sometimes life just happens. Life comes in between everything that happens, you know. So there's always a break in transmission. Don't beat yourself over it. It happens. Um, I take time to study my analytics. Analytics is important as a content creator. So for me, I do that, and that's something I find very interesting, and it's so much fun for me. One thing that I laugh over is when I lose a subscriber. Take for instance, when I was like at 100 subscribers, then all of a sudden it goes to like 99, it drops again to like 98, and I'm like, Anyway, those people that keep on subscribing from my channel, they cannot handle my fire. That's how I take all this. I don't take it so much to heart because you don't, or rather, I don't want to be in this headspace where I am so sad just because I lost one subscriber or two subscribers. Um, Studying my analytics helps me to see the age bracket on my channel. Studying my analytics also shows me the content people are drawn to mostly on my channel. And just to make reference to the previous post, I'm just checking if this hoodie is hooding. So seeing the most viewed content through my analytics, right? This helps me to see what my audience is like. For some people, it helps them carve out their niche. So they start to focus on content that people are drawn to on their channel. So most people will be like, oh, if I go to this channel on a particular day or any time of the month or the year, I'm going to see something relative to this. So I'll give you an example. I think my most viewed content on my YouTube has been one of my hair content, hair post about natural hair product that I have used. I think it was one of my Ayurvedic product post, and black soap me using black soap on my hair. So that's one of the highest views I have had on my YouTube channel. And also please bear in mind that I am no expert on this. These are all my personal experiences. I know someone or some people might have watched my previous clip and they're like, why are you sounding like you've been monetized? Or why are you sounding like you know everything? So let me tell you, the reason why I'm making this reference is because I showed you people's in-law one of, in fact, the previous clip, and he's like, this is how you're coming off. This is what you should improve on. This is what you should do. Like he's making suggestions. He's not saying it's a must, but to him, that previous clip came off a certain way. So please, I'm just saying, but it's all a process. It's all a process for me. But one thing I really did like that he said in total was the fact that he went, look, just do you, okay? Just do you. But just also remember that someone like me, if you have someone like me in 10 different people coming to your page and seeing this content, they'll be like, there's always a raised eyebrow, or they're like, Yimu, like Lagos people do. Anyway, so moving on. I take out time to view my previous content on my YouTube channel. This is because change is constant and it helps me see how far I have come and things I want to work on. My interests will change over time because change is constant, right? So one advice I always give myself is don't focus on the views and forget the message. You all know that I share my personal experiences on my YouTube channel. And if you followed me from way back, you know that sometimes I rant about my Lagos living and all the brouhaha that happens in Lagos, right? So, change. It's all about change. It's all about change. My interest will change. Making reference to the previous content I put out the other time, which I'm going to I'll put the link in the description of this new content, is when I started out, there are questions I asked myself. And the top one was, what are my interests? For me, I have interest in fashion. I have interest in natural hair. I have interest in my Lagos living. Okay. I have interest in yoga. I have interest in football. My interest, the list is long, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to compile everything in one and just come and dump it. I go through it and see which one comes easy for me to talk about. So, you watching this, if this tip is helpful, enjoy and incorporate it. Okay? Um, Looking back to my process, or rather looking back to my journey and things I have done as a YouTube content creator, I see that I also take out time to itemize the things I would like to have on my channel, things I would like to use to film, like my mic, my light, my phone, or DSLR camera. I haven't used DSLR camera to film my content. I've only been using my phone, and I've used an iPhone. I started off using an iPhone, then I transitioned into using a Samsung phone. And if you've noticed with my current content, the camera quality, the exposure is better than my previous one because my phone is, I'm using a different phone, better quality, you know. Um, Lastly, something I always do is I ask myself just before I edit, this content I have recorded, did I enjoy it? Did I like it? If I am just someone coming on YouTube and I stumble on this content, will it make me laugh after watching everything? Will I learn? Would I think the person has conveyed their message in the best possible way they can? Those things are things that I have asked myself, and I hope this little gist of mine has not confused you, but to convince you that this is the video for you, that says it's the sign for you to pick up your phone today and make that content. Okay? Remember, kindness is never enough. Put a smile on someone's face.